Welcome to YourHomeLifeRadio.com. This is the GF Joe Radio Show, and I am your host, GF Joe, the only show that is entirely gluten-free. Every Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. on YourHomeLifeRadio.com. Welcome to the GF Joe Radio Show. I am your host, GF Joe, on YourHomeLifeRadio.com. We had a little minor technical difficulties getting off today, but that's all right. We're here. We're live. And we got a few guests happening today. Later on today, we're going to have Dominic Cura, a young author who wrote a cookbook, Eternally Gluten-Free Cookbook. I think that's the name of it, but he'll be coming on in about 20 minutes. He's going to call that number 727-597-4022. And calling in, and we're going to talk to him about some of his recipes and his life on the GF Joe Radio Show. Welcome, you regular listeners. I am your host, GF Joe. Today, we have another guest at around 6:10, Karen Krimsky, the CEO of Women Power Up, successful entrepreneur, businesswoman, business leader, and she'll be discussing her Women Up seminars and about business women. Love to hear from Karen. That would be great. You want to listen to Karen. She's an awesome, powerful woman here in the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg area. Anyway, man, what a day. Yes, my new time slot, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Tuesdays. That is going to be an exciting time. I like my new time slot, 5:30 to 6:30. So that means during the rest of the day, I get to bake some goodies, cookies, breads, and go to work. All righty, gluten-free. It's for me all the time. Anyway, exciting news is that it's in the works. I will be having the gold medal winner, Jen Suhr, or Suhr, depending on how you pronounce it, Suhr, be a guest on my show in a few weeks. She's a pole vault winner of the 2012 Olympics this past summer. A few weeks ago, she'll be on my show discussing her celiac disease, and hopefully I will be interviewing her in about 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully, maybe on a Tuesday, 5:30, I don't know, about 6 o'clock. Anyway, we're working that details out. So I'm really excited. I got the agent's approval. He liked it. So it'll help my show definitely grow. Press release is going to go out a few days before the event, and we get to interview her. Anyway, if you're gluten-free or celiac or just want to be gluten-free, you can call me anytime, 727-597-4022. I've been gluten-free for about 15 years, at least 12, add 3, 15 years, as far as I know, since I found out about it in 1997, around there, something like that. You know, I diagnosed myself, and then I officially got the word in the year 2000 when I had a endoscopy through the throat, through the mouth, and they checked my small intestines, and I don't have celiac. Celiac, for those that don't know, is a disorder or disease that you cannot digest gluten, which is a protein found in wheat. It damages that small finger-like projections in the small intestines and reduces them to like a nub. Now, the good news is that when you get off gluten, they eventually grow back. That's the only known cure at the time right now, is that you stay off of gluten products. That's for celiac people, celiac. And for me, I'm the allergy form of the intolerance. There's 2 types. There's the celiac, and then there's the allergy sensitivity. I have the allergy. So any kind of cross-contamination with products at a restaurant, I will know about it quicker than usually a celiac person. So that's why cross-contamination and when you go out to eat is very important. So celiac and allergies, the only known cure is being on a gluten-free diet. And that's what I am here, is because I've been getting calls left and right for a few years about being gluten-free. And now, all of a sudden, they've been promoting it. Oh, gluten-free this, gluten-free that. A lot of athletes are on a gluten-free diet. Why? Because when you get off the wheat, barley, rice, oat, some grains, some other grains, corn, pasta, pizza, you feel a lot better. You have a better alertness about your brain. You are more alert. You think better. You're clear. Your performance levels are up. I know. I tested this out many years ago when I finally got off the wheat, and I said, wow, I feel a lot better. Just on a sports side, athletic side. Since then, not by choice, I have to stay away from wheat products. I feel a lot better when I'm off of wheat products. Gluten-free is definitely for me. Now, later on today, I will have Dominic talk about his little lifestyle there from Boca Raton. I think he's calling him from Boca. I love saying that. Boca Raton or Boca Raton. Gluten-free. Here's one doctor. I have one doctor that on a PBS channel about 12 months ago last year was promoting his book. And I think he was, at the time, wrote a book about the better brain, or eating healthy for a better brain. Dr. Mark Hyman. I think he's based out of New York. Anyway, he was looking at a lot of brains of all his patients. And he noticed, you ready? Are you getting this? He noticed that people on a gluten-free diet had the better-looking brain. Are you calling in? Find out what the heck? Better-looking brain. Can you believe that? Those people on a gluten-free diet had the better-looking brain. That's Dr. Mark Hyman. Go internet research him. Go check his book out. Blah, blah, blah. And then you could come back and call me. So, anyway, I also am a baker. I have my own products. I have cupcakes. I have cookies. And those are available online. The gfjoe.com, the gluten-free bakery and brands. I have biscotti, chocolate chip cookies, cupcakes, and the bread. I'm developing a pizza crust. I really want to work on that pizza crust. It's very difficult to get a great pizza crust that, tastes like a New York style pizza. I got the dairy-free cheese. There's a company that I'm going to use out of Canada. That's all dairy-free, because most gluten-free people, most gluten-free patients, most gluten-free athletic people know that getting on a dairy-free diet is also beneficial. Most people that have celiac or that have allergy sensitivities want a dairy-free lifestyle also. So they want everything. They want everything free. No eggs, no soy, no nuts, no this, no rice, no wheat. So I'm making a gluten-free, dairy-free pizza. And now, hopefully, in a few months, it'll be in your local grocery store. You pick up a GF Joe brand pizza, throw it in your oven, and then you'll have a nice pizza. Eventually, the retail stores are coming soon. So my first guest should be calling in a few minutes. I'm excited to have Dominic Cura. I think I pronounced it correctly, but he'll be calling in about 3 minutes. And I think that we're going to take a quick break here. Welcome to the GF Joe Show on YourHomeLifeRadio.com. Be right back. Right, Nolan? You give me a countdown. Am I still on? 4, 3, 2.
I'm letting it go. I'm relinquishing control. I was blown off course. Had my anchor on another boat. I'm going with the flow. Gonna sail with the wind. Where it goes I don't know, but I'm letting you take me to the shore. I'm not afraid of you. Your attempts to be human do not impress me. You are a machine. You're a hole that I fell in, but I climbed out a new person. One day they'll stop pretending, and maybe in their graves. Either way, you'll have to face it. Motionless and empty, you're governed by commands. I don't believe you understand what love is. Threw me overboard, I'm buried in the sea. I'm swallowed by the whale, beginning my night sea journey, and I'm letting it go. I don't need you, I don't need your hollow soul. Oh no. I was a silhouette, I lost my will to breathe. I fought against myself, and I looked me in the eyes, and I decided life's worth living. I walked the dog, I searched the water's edge for a hint of gold. When this night is over, I'll be awake, I'll be aware, I'll be ready to face the world, the world, the world.
Welcome back to the GF Joe Radio Show. I am your host, GF Joe, and this is on yourhomeliferadio.com. I believe we're going to have our next guest. Let me find out. Hold on, see if he's available. Let me keep going here. Checking, I'm always checking my Facebook with questions, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, I was talking about Dr. Mark Hyman and having the better brain before. His patients, all of his patients had the better looking brain when he was looking at it. Of his patients there. Hold on. Wait a sec. There we go. Anyway, I have to do my little disclaimer here. The content of the GF Joe Radio Show and Entertainment Global Media, owned and operated by the YourHomeLifeRadio.com, is intended for general information purposes only. It is not designed to provide listeners with specific or personal medical counseling service of any advice. Got a call coming in? All right, as soon as I'm done with this disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed by the show host or their guests or producers are their own, shall not be construed in any way or advice from the GF Joe Radio Show. We encourage you to seek professional advice or care for any problem with which you may have. Thank you. Hey, we got a caller. Who's the caller today on the GF Joe Radio Show?
Before we get that caller real quick, I just have to mention sponsors of your show. Do you mind?
Oh, go ahead.
There's one called LaughingSombrero.com.
Uh-huh.
There's also another one called YouGotBenefits.com.
Yeah.
And Al Says of NewYork.com. Those are the three that sponsored your show this week.
Terrific. And that was just live. Did you say that for them, for me?
Yep, for you, for them, for me. Sure. And here's your phone call.
Hello, this is GF Joe.
Hi, this is Dominic Kira, the teen author.
Hey, Dominic, how in the heck are you?
Hi.
Are you excited to be on the radio show? I know it's a small radio
Yeah,
show.
I'm excited.
It's good for you. It's good for your business and your book.
Yeah, it is.
So tell me about your celiac and when were you diagnosed and all that. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was diagnosed in 2009. I had like dark bags under my eyes, and my legs would hurt a lot. And like my doctor couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And then finally, he got a celiac disease, and so then I got a blood test, and then a biopsy, and then they found out I had celiac, and so then I had to eat all gluten-free to cure it.
Wow. You had a blood test, and did they go through your mouth too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to knock you out and go through your mouth. Wow. Now, Dominic here, and he's only 13-year-old, right? 13 or 14 now?
13.
What is the name of your book?
Eternally gluten-free.
Terrific. He's 13 years old, and he wrote a book, and he's blown me out of the water. How do your parents like the book?
They're proud of me. They're really happy.
Of course, you're 13. You're kicking butt, man. You're gonna be.
Thanks.
So share with me one of your favorite recipes from your book.
Well, one of my favorite recipes, it's an Italian dessert, and I know you're Italian, so you might know it. It's streufoli.
Yes.
Yeah, so streufoli, in case for everyone who doesn't know, is little balls of dough that are fried and then dipped in honey and shaped into a dome and then sprinkled with colorful sprinkles.
Yeah. I know those very well. I gotta get your book. I will buy your book online. It's an online book.
I'll send it to you.
No, let me buy. You gotta make some money, right? Now tell me a little bit about how long did it take you to write this book?
Well, it took me about a year.
Wow.
But the thing is, I baked about every other day, pretty much. So I got it all down pretty quick.
Terrific. And so you like those little the little pastry there. What was the other question is, man, I had so many questions for you, and it just went right out of my head, you know? Oh, where can we buy your book? Where can we buy the cookbook?
So right now you can buy it on Amazon.com.
Aha.
So right now it's also in stores in Seattle, and I'm hoping to get it out into some more stores out of Seattle soon. I'm not sure how long that will take.
Wow. All right. Do you have a recipe for a pizza?
Not exactly. No.
I know. It's tough.
It's hard.
It's hard, is right. Nobody has a great. So I'm gonna do my best over the weekend, and I've been trying for a couple of years now, and I got some unique ideas. So what's I heard on Tuesdays you have camp. What's camp? What kind of camp is that?
Oh, I do rock climbing, and rock climbed outside.
Rock climbing?
Mm-hmm.
Terrific.
Yeah.
I see your book. There it is, Amazon, Eternally Gluten Free. There you are. Oh man, that's terrific. How much is it? Paperback, $12.95. Now, do you have a physical copy of the book?
Yeah.
With a binding and all that?
Uh-huh.
Terrific. Hey, when you go to my Facebook page, put a link to it so everybody can see that where the book is, all right? You know how to get to my Facebook page and all that, GF Joe?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah, do that. Dominic, where you calling from, by the way?
I'm calling from Seattle.
Seattle. Holy smoke. Wow. Is it nice? Is it nice over there?
Right now it actually is nice.
Terrific. Dominic, pronounce your last name for me because I couldn't pronounce it before.
Dominic Kira.
Kira. I thought I said it correctly.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Dominic Kira. Now, are your parents home right now? Are they listening in to the radio?
Yeah, they are.
I gotta send you a waiver to get on the radio first. Then I get you on the radio. But I didn't do that. I kind of messed up. But anyway, you're on the radio. Hey, in a few weeks we'll be having a Jen Sir on the radio. She has celiac. I don't know if you know her. She's the gold winner for pole vaulting.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe in a few weeks we'll put you on the radio with her, and you call and you chat with her, and maybe she could buy your cookbook.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Do you have another recipe? Give me your second recipe.
Okay, here, let's see. I have red velvet cake.
Oh, man. Go ahead. Hook me up.
Okay, so you want the ingredients and everything?
Yeah, go right ahead. Make believe like you're on your own cooking show.
Okay, sure. So first you need half a cup shortening, half a cup of salt, 1 3/4 cup sugar, 3 eggs, 2 ounces of red food dye, 2 tablespoons cocoa powder, 1 cup buttermilk, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 3/4 cup white rice flour, 1 cup tapioca flour, 1 teaspoon xanthan gum, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 tablespoons vinegar. So then first, you're going to have to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then cream your shortening, salt, and sugar together. Add the eggs and beat until combined. Then make a paste by pouring the red food dye on the cocoa powder in a separate bowl. Add it to the cream mixture and mix until it is incorporated and it is all red. In a separate bowl, combine the buttermilk and vanilla. And in another separate bowl, combine the flowers and xanthan gum. While mixing the cream mixture on medium-low, pour in some of the buttermilk and some of the flour, and so on, ending with the flour mixture.
Terrific.
In a separate bowl, combine the baking soda, vinegar, and then together and fold it into the cake batter. Then last, pour into it greased cupcake tin and bake for 30 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Hey, Red Velvet Cake by Dominic Cure. That's fantastic. You gave me two good recipes from your book there.
Thanks.
Man, now, what kind of frosting do you guys use? Are you dairy free too, by the way?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you can have dairy. See, I can't have dairy. And then,
That's hard.
so how do you feel now being on a gluten-free diet?
I feel much better, and it's, I guess, like the best thing that's ever happened to me since because of it. I wrote a book.
Wow, I'm very happy for you, man. I'm really happy. That's terrific. You know, I've been doing this, 1997, 15 years. 15 years. Nobody, not even the doctors knew what the heck was going on. Right? How many doctors did you go to before they found out what you had?
I think actually only one.
Yeah?
But it took a long time.
Wow, it did take a long time. Terrific. Yeah. Hey, are you on my Facebook page?
Right now I'm not, but...
How come? Why not? What the heck's going on? You got to get on my Facebook page.
Well, I don't have a computer right in front of me right now.
Okay. Hey, when you come out with a pizza recipe, let me know.
Okay, I guess I'll have to try it and make one now.
Yeah, you got to, man. That's my favorite. And then I'm going to be coming out with a pasta recipe. Of course, I'm Italian. We're Italian. I'm going to have my own brand pasta and pizza. And I love... Hey, Dominic, I appreciate you coming on today.
Thanks.
Keep in touch. Stay on my Facebook. Once in a while, say hello. And we're going to try to get Dominic Cure's book. It's available on Amazon.com. Eternally Gluten-Free by Dominic, a 13-year-old. Wow. Dominic, have a great night in Seattle, okay?
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Tell your parents thank you very much.
I will.
Hey, this is the GF Joe Radio Show on YourHomeLifeRadio.com, and I believe Nolan's going to send me into a break, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to break. Thank you.
Hold my hand and keep your grip, because when we start to slip, I will let go, because I fear the worst is coming. I hope we squeeze too tight, because maybe then we might end up hurting ourselves while we are together. So my hands are numb the pain when we're apart. All we have to do is dive, and we can see our lives flashing right before our eyes. And the birds in all the sky catch a star or two and wish, or our souls will swim like fish from our jumping off the bridge. All the silly things we did, there are butterflies inside. Maybe they will help me fly to escape my sure demise as we're falling through the sky. Boy, keep your grip, because we're going on a trip. Could be to death, but let's hope not. Our prayers are all we've got. Just hold my hand and don't forget to hold it till we start to sweat each other's fear of all the danger that we're in. Don't forget, hold it till we start to sweat each other's fear of all the danger that we're in.
Welcome back to YourHomeLifeRadio.com. I am your host, GF Joe, on YourHomeLifeRadio.com. Dominic Cura was on my show just a few minutes ago, and he had his book there, and we posted it on the Ustream Live right now on the website, YourHomeLifeRadio.com, and there's a picture of him on the cover of his book, Eternally Gluten Free. Now, if I can get that number out of the way, it'd be great. But Dominic, we appreciate you coming on and promoting your book. Hey, look, that number went off. That's terrific. I like that. There it is. Are you getting some customers? I love his recipes. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go buy the book and check it out. And then I heard that he was a young filmmaker, and he knows that I'm a filmmaker too. And you could email me anytime, Dominic. I'll give you some great mentoring advice of how to get into the industry, etc., and all that stuff. Our next caller will be Karen Krimsky. She has a bio a mile long. Being a successful businesswoman here in Florida, she has her own seminars and women power up industry that promotes using women to encourage women to become business leaders, entrepreneurs, motivational seminars. And I met her through eWomen's Network out of Tampa, and we always stayed in contact. She's a great event producer and promoter. She'll be coming on in a few minutes. Hopefully, Karen will be calling in a few minutes. Anyway, I am GF Joe. I am the host of the GF Joe Radio Show on YourHomeLifeRadio.com. That was terrific. A 13-year-old kid out of Seattle, he was calling in from Seattle, wrote a book, a cookbook. Man, he's putting me to shame. My book isn't done. My book is still being written. I'd say it's going to be about a year, but mine's going to be more like a biography, 200 pages of how I dealt with the gluten-free issues in my life and how my surroundings were affected too, not only from my family to my friends and and ending up in the movies, ending up in a radio show. I love being gluten-free. Sometimes it's a pain in my arr, but I'm a lot healthier. You know, the doctors looked at my spine and they said, "Hey, man, I'm 48 years old. I have my spine looks like it's a 20-year-old. And when I play ice hockey, boy, it feels like a 48-year-old." Anyway, I love playing ice hockey down there at the Ice Sports Forum in Brandon. Now that Brandon is one of the top, I believe, the top 25 places to play beginner league and organized ice sports. I love playing down ice hockey there. That was terrific. Man, I just had a great thought and I forgot to share it with you. Anyway, I hate when that happens. I hate when I have thoughts and I can't share them with you. All I can say is thank you for listening. I'm looking for my friend Big G. G was supposed to call in and say hi maybe once in a while. But hey, September 9th is a show coming up, an event. Nolan, you listening? When is that show again?
September 9th, we are having our annual awards party. We will also be launching our nonprofit, which is called fosterthearts.org.
Terrific.
That's where we team up foster children with musicians, artists, entertainers, filmmakers, directors, and we teach them the art of basically entertaining. This Doug Caney who's a touring, comedian and rock star, will be giving our foster child. I know I'm trying to catch myself.
No,
foster child a guitar, and he was in foster homes for 6 years of his life. So
wow.
And we also have Sharon Nolan, a comedian in the local area, who will be giving out free acting lessons, and Kathy McGuire, who's going to be giving out free singing lessons. So.
And when is that event? September 9th?
September 9th. At the Zone Lounge in Tarpon Springs. So anybody wants to come out and support it, they can look on the website. They'll see a little red carpet right in the homepage of the website. And also they can vote for your show. So if they want you to win the People's Choice Award, they just find the GF Joe show and they just click on it. And it's that easy.
Wow.
And that's it.
Terrific. September 9th. I will be there, hopefully getting an award. Anyway, I'm excited. Is Karen calling in yet? I'm gonna bust her chops for calling in late.
We had a call in while we were on break. I can attempt to call them back. You want me to try?
Yeah, give it a shot.
I don't know who it is though. Let's take a look here.
So anyway, Dominic was talking about the hold on, wait a sec. Xanthium gum. Now gluten. Remember, gluten is the stuff in pizza and pasta that keeps everything together. So that is taken out. Gluten is taken out. So what happens when you don't have gluten? Your whole pizza, your pastas, your breads, they fall apart. There's no glue, nothing.
This is Nolan. Oh, sorry.
So a lot of the products that we cook or bake with or whatever has xanthium gum. Xanthium gum. Hey, well, I got a call. GF Joe, welcome to the show. It's Charlie from New York. What's going on, bro? I'm laughing. Where you calling from, Charlie? GF Charlie? Yeah, don't mention the brand names. They have to pay me for that. Yes, we got to do that. That's a great freaking idea. We're not. We're making some. We got a brand. Well, we had Dominic Cure. I know you're calling from the cell phone. and it's hard to get the internet on your cell phone. We had Dominic Cura, a 13-year-old boy from Seattle, Washington, talking about his cookbook. 13 years old, and he wrote a cookbook. He's Italian, and he's also a wannabe filmmaker, so he's going to email me, and I'll be his like mentor, and I got to tell him, yeah, I'll tell him about one of many. I'm sure he has that link and stuff. So anyway, that was that. Next week we're going to have I'm going to have a little segment. I'm going to be analyzing products that come on the market, and I'm going to give him my thumbs up on which are gluten free for real and which are not. So it'll be three choices: a yes, no, or maybe thumbs up. Like the movies, they give you 2 thumbs up for this product. So next week I'm going to bring in a product. I'm going to say, hey, this is what I saw in the store, and this is what I think of it. Yeah, exactly. Yes, less expensive. Thank you, Charlie. See you when you get back. Bye. Hey, I think Karen was trying to call in and yada, yada, yada.
I'm going to get on the line right now.
Yes. Anyway, I'm your host, GF Joe, on yourhomeliferadio.com. We're having a couple of guests call in. We had Dominic on. My brother called. He's in New York talking about gluten-free products at the store. I'm talking about xanthium gum. Where was I? Xanthium gum. Anyway, xanthium gum is the replacement for, hey, I guess I'm taking that call right now. No more xanthium gum. Hey, welcome to the GF Joe radio show. Karen, is this you? Thank you so much for calling in on my little radio show here. I'm really excited about the show, and you're one of the powerful women I know in Florida State. You're one of the first ones last year that told me about internet radio, so I want to thank you for that. Terrific. There you are. I got you on your Facebook right now. So tell me about the Power Up Women thing, your business there. Terrific. I I see that. I see that a lot. How can some women on my listeners here get a hold of you? You have a website or anything? Terrific. So that's Women Power Up. Terrific. Now, are you having any events in the future, maybe down the line? Yeah. Terrific. If anybody go find Karen through my GF Joe Facebook page, Karen Krymski, KRYMSKI. Yes. Terrific. That's it. Yes. Wait, they used, yeah, I saw that. They used Power Up. Is that your trademark or what's up with that? Ah. I admit I saw that banner behind this. I think it was a black woman, and it said "Women Power Up," and right away I thought of you. Good, good. Well, yeah, yeah, two people
Understand this.
text me.
Excuse me?
Go ahead, Karen. Sorry, we had a little technical
Uh,
difficulties. Go ahead.
so anyway, so I think that's kind of starts the rule of thumb on how you can go about making your networking productive. the next thing that I would tell people with their networking is to make sure that you follow up with people. If you promise that you're going to send them something or that you're going to call them or whatever, do it. Don't tell people that and then not do it, because it's better for you not to tell them that you're going to follow up than to tell them you are and not follow up. I mean, that's just sort of a cardinal rule, and I think a lot of people, kind of throw that piece away. They think, there's no value, or I'm not going to get any business from them right now, or, I'm too busy, or whatever it is. And that really, people remember when you follow up, and even more so, I'm starting to think now that actually, I guess what we call now snail mail is actually more memorable than emails, because, I get probably 150 emails a day. And it's so hard for me to keep up, with the traveling and being in different time zones and things that I'm trying to do and work. You can't really, but you always remember if you get something handwritten, or just doesn't have to be a letter. It's just a couple lines or whatever, and kind of a reinforcement of whatever it is that you talked about with that person. So, and then, of course, the last thing is that if you do make an appointment with somebody, show up with intent and be present in the moment, and don't be doing other things. Don't be, looking at your BlackBerry or your iPhone and trying to use your Facebook or send a message or whatever when you're in front of the person or
Exactly,
whatever.
yep.
I think that is probably a relationship killer more than anything, when people think that you're just too busy, that that you have to be electronically communicating rather than doing the in real life communication with the person sitting in front of you. And I can tell you that the way that you craft your networking strategy and skill will really come back and pay you 1,000-fold at some point in your career. It may not be immediate, may not be in 6 months, may not be in a year. It maybe even could be years before you actually reach that. But when you have a reputation for the integrity and how you conduct yourself and the kinds of networking that you do and the kinds of people that surround you, that's just worth so much more than any kind of networking just to be out and about kind of thing.
Terrific. You have a lot of great information, Karen. You got to let me know when your next event comes up, and we'll interview you again before the event comes up.
Okay, that would be great. I'm so appreciative of the opportunity to come on and talk with you again, and have a chance to reach out to your listeners and and connect with some of them. So have them connect with me, and that would be great. And I really appreciate you asking me to be here.
I am excited that you are on, and you got to say yes, and you took time. I appreciate that. My show, GF Joe Radio Show, is on yourhomeliferadio.com, and I will be growing it slowly but surely, eventually going to the AM stations, maybe in about a year. So
great, wonderful.
Karen, thank you so much, and we'll get through. We'll get to you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Reach out to me again, and you'll have a great evening. And to all your listeners that are listening in this time frame, have a great evening, and look forward to seeing some of them online.
Terrific, Karen. Thank you. Karen Krimsky of Women Power Up. Hey, Nolan. How is that show going on? How's your gluten-free lifestyle, Nolan?
Everything's great, man. Sorry about the little fallout there. I walked away from the computer for about 2 seconds, and that's what happens. So. Anyway,
we're gonna strap you to the to the table.
But you do have I don't know.
I'll review the show later on.
I'm sure I'll get it.
Anyway, I appreciate Karen coming on. We apologize for the technical difficulties on the GF Joe Radio Show. I'm excited I had the two callers. Hey, I believe I get another caller. Go ahead, the GF Joe Radio Show. Hello.
Yes.
Mr. Daryl Kraft, my co-host.
Yes, from far away.
You got to be excited when you call. Call me. Be excited. High energy.
Hey, put a picture of me in the seat next to you.
I should do that. I should put a fake picture of you right here. Put some headphones.
Yeah. Hey, I got a quote for you. I need to relate a quote I just read. You ready?
Go ahead, shoot. I got all the time in the world.
All right. The quote said that it's estimated that 20% of people are either celiac or gluten intolerant. That includes both those things to some degree.
I think that narrows it down to 1 in 133 people is the stat. 20%, huh? Terrific.
20%.
Where'd you find?
And
Yeah, go ahead.
not only that, but it contributes to other ailments, like excessive gluten consumption contributes to other ailments.
Yes, it goes on down the line. Like you get Alzheimer's, you get osteoporosis, any kind of immune deficiency disorders, blood disorders. It gets worse, and if you don't attack it now, you'll have a bad quality of life.
You do. You really, yes. Yeah, you can reduce it, even if you're not gluten-free. You really reduce it. I think it's, speaking for the other 80%,
Yeah,
who think it's okay to eat 20 bagels a day.
Too much of anything is bad. I can relate to that.
So, yeah.
So, I don't know. Go ahead.
So I saw this on a new market in Burbank, California, that is entirely free, gluten-free market.
Yeah, I saw that. I gave it my 2 thumbs up approval. And
2 thumbs up. It's the only entirely gluten-free market in that area. I don't know if there is any. Maybe there's one in New York.
I can't wait to get my own retail store. I'm going to be serving gluten-free pizza, pasta, everything entirely dedicated to the gluten-free. Even the athletes will be coming to my store. And I'm just waiting for that big loan. They're going to sign on the dotted line soon. And that loan is going to come in for that business. And I'll be paying off that loan with the profits.
Easily.
And
that's not even a worry.
That's just in the retail end. The retail, I'll have also the brand end, which is commercial. I'll have my products in the stores. Hopefully about 500.
Yeah.
Hopefully about 500 stores. So I'm just, it's gonna get big. That's all I know. It's gonna get bigger than this little house I live in here in Dunedin.
Well, I tell you what, I was reading about that store in Los Angeles, and it inspired me. I'm thinking, because LA is always on the cutting edge.
Yeah, they always have
nutrition.
Yeah, yep.
Everything starts out there. Tybo, all this stuff started. PX90, whatever. It all starts there, and then it comes the rest of the country. So that's now there. Mm-hmm. So it's coming everywhere else.
Well, yeah, I know a lot of things start over there, but locally here, I'm starting the GF Joe radio show, and then I'm going to end up over there. I'm going to reverse it on them.
They don't have a radio show. You're right.
I'm going to be over
there.
They
need a radio show.
I'm going to be over there in about, hopefully, a month. I'll be over there. Get my own radio show over there.
I never thought of that. Yes. Why not? You can export it. Don't wait for LA to freaking lead everything.
That's
what do they know?
That's Daryl Kraft. Daryl, I had a great businesswoman on the radio, Karen Krimsky, and she's a very successful businesswoman, and she does a lot of seminars and teaching women how to promote their business. And yeah, she was just on. I know you were at school or something. I also had Dominic Cura, Daryl, the 13-year-old author of the book Eternally Gluten Free. And he was on for like 5 to 7 minutes talking about his recipes.
Wow.
Yeah, 13-year-old author, Daddy-O from Seattle, putting us to shame, huh? And
that's awesome.
And you have a master's in education technology. You teach English. Where's your book?
I gotta write a book. I gotta write a freaking book.
A 13-year-old putting you to shame, Daddy-O.
Right out in public. You put me right out there. All right. So now I'm
I'm writing my book. Anyway.
You'll hear from my attorneys. No.
Okay. Anyway.
That's no, you're dead on. I think that's a definite, that is on my heart. I have a gift of writing, and I've not pursued it. You know, I teach writing, but I don't actually write much now that I'm not, you know, in that field. I'm just teaching it. So, yes.
Get on the ball.
You are correct.
I'm
Get on the ball.
I'm writing my book tonight. I'll be taking my 2 hours. I'll be finishing the first chapter. I have 8 more chapters to go.
Nice.
So, hey.
That's what Zig did.
Hey,
Zig Ziglar did it that way.
Hey, I announced today on the radio show that in a few weeks, maybe 2, Jen Scher will be on the radio show here on yourhomeliferadio.com on the GF Joe radio show, the Olympic gold medal winner for pole vaulting. So I'm really excited. I talked to her agent, and they said yes, and so we're just working out the details, as they say. So you heard it today.
That's very, very
First
exciting,
time.
dude. Very, very good. Very exciting.
Hey, I got to run, Daryl. I'll catch you next week, all right?
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Welcome to the GF Joe radio show. How can I help you?
I got to patch him back through just a minute. Give me 1 minute.
All righty. So now they got to patch him right through.
Message. Thank you.
We got voicemail.
I know. Call back. Well, I had a good hour today. I had Karen Krimsky on. Krimsky and Dominic Cura, who's an author. So, and he will be contacting me later on for my filmmaking mentoring advice. Welcome to the GF Joe radio show. Hello, anybody out there?
Hello, Joe. This is me, Nolan. I want to say your show's awesome today.
Why, thank you. What a great day. We started off close to the line, running down close. I got about 2 minutes. Anyway, go ahead, caller. Are you gonna
Joseph,
are you gonna
Nolan,
talk?
I miss you too.
Holy smoke, what happened? You guys, so how long was that dead air for? Was it a minute, 2 minutes?
You're not going to like it.
Was it
It was before Charlie. You were explaining the xanthium gum, killed out Charlie, and then the poor nice lady that called in. We heard you for a while, and then your mic went dead too. But I want to wish everybody a great day here in Florida to you and Nolan.
I don't like it when people from New York mention my name. Scares me.
All right, so we're gonna have to we're gonna edit that a little. Somehow we'll edit that piece in. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
There's
but
also,
no, I just want to wish you well. But please explain xanthium gum in the future. You didn't get to finish it.
Hey, go ahead, Nolan. What do you got to say, Nolan?
xanthium gum. It tastes good.
All right, yes, it's the glue that
It's
replaces
glue.
the glue and gluten. That's the short version. I'll do
There
that.
you go.
I'll do that next
All right.
week. Thank you, Anne Marie from Newport.
You're welcome.
Rickety.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Hey, that's what happens when you're live on the air. Keep rolling, you know. Oh my gosh.
My signs are a lot different than the regular. Mine is wrap it up.
Oh, wrap it
Wrap it
up.
up.
Oh, okay, wrap it up.
Keep rolling though. Is this? Huh?
Thank
So
you.
What's another one I should do?
Wrap it.
Stacking and wrap it. I mean, what is the sign for wrap it up?
Like, well, in the film world, this is the wrap
That's it.
sign. Or then you go to 5, 4. And we know that. So.
Gotcha. All right, we got the show starting right now, so we got another show coming in.
All righty, yourhomeliferadio.com. I am your host, GF Joe. And we'll see you next week at 5:30 to 6:30. Can we have an outgoing? Thank you. And once again, thank you for listening to the GF Joe Radio Show, only on yourhomeliferadio.com.